Sportsman Automotive. Number 10, it's Chris Gomes.
25 laps of some of the most exciting racing you will see anywhere on the planet. About to rock and roll off of turn number 4. Kyle Niederberger lets him loose. We're green and clean down into turn number 1.
Justin Travis with a nice run there on the outside lane as Don Perry holds on strong on the inside as they head down the backstretch into turn number 3. Justin Travis runs to that bottom lane and he'll lead lap number 1.
Bumper tag off of turn number 4 as a 96 of Arsenal gets caught up in the center. They split him down into turn number 1. Up front, Travis sets the pace. Perry trying to hang on as the 11 of Fanning works that outside lane.
Chad Baxter now all over the rear bumper of Perry as they exit turn 4 across the stripe.
Go wide down the front stretch. Look at Tyler Lallier squeeze down underneath. He and Joe Kohler split the 5 and 57.
Battle in turns 3 and 4. Baxter looks underneath Perry. Exiting 4, he'll take that second spot.
Wheel to wheel for second. Baxter down underneath the 69. Takes a spot away. He's got Fanning pushing him down the back straightaway. The 74 of Bruno. Here comes the 4 of Pianca. The 21 of Casper. All in tow with Brightman in the 41 right there.
Side by side back in the pack, Tyler Lallier and Austin Erickson bumping and banging as they head through 1 and 2. Lallier will take that position away as they head into 3.
Tyler Lallier is on a charge. He is working that bottom groove like Dave Darling does in the Pro Stocks. He has been making 3 and 4 wide jaunts. Down to the inside of Brightman he looks, settles it in, down into turn number 3 as Perry is backsliding on the top side.
Back up front, it's Justin Travis. He opens that lead up of 4 car lengths ahead of the 0 of Chad Baxter. And Corey Fanning attempts to chase Baxter down through 3 and 4 as they head through the corner.
18 laps remaining, 7 laps complete that time across the stripe, and they continue to chase the 45 of Justin Travis, who holds a nice, comfortable 5-length advantage over Chad Baxter. Corey Fanning is 3rd, Bruno is 4th, Pianca rounds out the top 5.
Battle a little further back in the pack. Joe Cole, see Melberg go underneath the 69 of Don Perry as they battle for position. Melberg looks underneath Kohler as they exit turn number 2 and down the backstretch.
Black flag out for the 17 machine of Kevin Rio. The JK Motorsports mounts some smoke coming off the right rear there.
Down the backstretch once again for Justin Travis as he continues to lead. He's led every lap so far. 15 to go this time by as Chad Baxter attempts to chase him down through 1 and 2.
Baxter still sits about 5 car lengths behind Travis. They roll down into 3 and 4, and here comes the 7 of Lallier. Looking underneath Brightman, down into 3, gets a nose up underneath, squeezing down on the inside. That's the race for 6, down into turn number 1.
A little further up, Scott Bruno attempting to hold off the 4 of Pianca as they head down the backstretch. Bruno holds on to that 4th position, but Pianca is charging.
12 laps down, a Baker's dozen remain for the 45 of Travis, who continues to hold a commanding lead in this one. Second place, the 0 of Baxter. 3rd, the 74 Bruno. The 4 of Pianca rounds out the top 5. He's putting some heavy pressure on the 74 off of turn number 4.
Paul Lallier being run down right now by Brightman through 1 and 2. Brightman all over the rear bumper of Lallier as he's behind Tyler Lallier heading down the backstretch into turn number 3. Single file throughout the beginning portion of the field, but it's battle heating up for that 6th position.
10 laps to go, this time across the stripe. Justin Travis started on the outside of the front row and has gone unchallenged since the drop of the green. This one has not been slowed up once as they roll down into turn number 3. Field stretching itself out around the 3rd mile. Sparky Arsenault, Joe Kohler, Dave Gagaro, Steve Axon, Anthony Kohler all battling hard deep in the pack.
Justin Travis continues to lead. Chad Baxter's closed that gap just a little bit, but it hasn't been by much as Travis has been hitting his spots and running some of the best laps out on track as he approaches some lap traffic here across the stripe. 8 laps to go.
6 of Tom Watson, the 14 of Manny Dias, both going -1 to your leaders as they roll off of turn number 2. Laps are winding down, and they are running out of time to try to find a way to catch that number 45. Passing flag remains for the 6 and 14. The field strung out itself around the 3rd mile as Justin Travis continues control of this main event.
Scott Bruno now on a island of his own in that 4th position with a gap back to Pianca and a bigger gap up to Fanning. We'll see how Bruno can do in that 4th position if he can chase down Fanning with 6 to go.
Has not been able to make a run, and it's going to take a slowing of the field to make any type of run at the top 4. They come off the corner. 5 laps remaining as they cross the stripe. Look at the Lawliers battling for position. Father and son racing for 6th off of turn number 2 as they go down the back straightaway. Father trying to show the son how it's done.
Justin Travis, he's in the back of Don Perry as Perry was slowing, and this allows Chad Baxter to catch up for 2nd as they head down the backstretch.
Down to 3 and 4. Travis got off his game, and that could be exactly what they needed. 3 laps to go this time by. Travis continues to set the pace down into turn number 1. A 2-car length advantage down the backstretch as Perry heads pit side.
Justin Travis continues to lead through 3 and 4. Twin sticks in the air, and he's got enough of a gap in front of him. He should be able to continue pulling away as in front of him Chris Gomes gets loose on the exit of turn number 2. He's able to save it right in front of your leader. Justin Travis continues to lead down the backstretch.
Smoke billowing out of the 41 of Brightman as he pulls up the racetrack. White flag out for your leader. Brightman heading pit side. Justin Travis has a half a lap to go as Corey Fanning takes a look to the inside of Chad Baxter. Down into turn number 3. Checkered flag unfurls. Baxter, Fanning, race off of 4. Travis takes the win. Baxter edging out Fanning for 2nd. 4th place going to Scotty Bruno with Bianca rounding out the top 5. Green to checker, ladies and gentlemen. 6 minutes and 30 seconds to run 25 laps of Sportsman race of 2000. A good one tonight.
Thank you. I'm just as happy if I won. I mean, we've been struggling the last few weeks, and we struggled up at Thompson, broke a tranny leading. So you know what? I'll take anything that's in one piece. My teammate took home the win. These chassis are identical. Spring for spring, shock for shock. The only thing that's different is driver, and he outdid me tonight.
Well, I know you've been working hard all season long trying to get this car where you needed it. I know you got some people to thank.
Yeah, I got to thank my dad, Justin, TTM for lettering it up, Esmond Electric, Troy City Tactical, big time for giving me the confidence. Jerry's General Maintenance for always coming through strong in the end. Thanks, everybody.
Tough to hold them off, but you were able to do it.
Yeah, the car was starting to go away. It was starting to get a little bit loose at the end. But we're working on it. We're getting better.
A lot of hard work on in the off-season to get ready for this year.
Yeah, it was a lot of work changing over to go back to the street stocks and try and build a new car. And this one here was actually a backup car. But I just got to thank Richard Sprague and all the help that he gives me.
It showed out there on the track.
Absolutely, mentally and physically. I got to thank the Fannings first off. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. Tonight we struggled, practice, qualifying. Corey said take a big swing at it. We made an adjustment. Here we are.
It's got to feel real good. A little bit of struggling at the beginning of the season, but man, what a turnaround this will be.
Keywords that Scott gave me, never give up. And I won't. So we'll see what we can do next week.
I know you got some people to thank.
First off, I'd like to thank Corey, Scott, his wife Linda, my girlfriend Casey with the chicken strips, Jaden for all the late nights at the house, Bobby, Jake, everybody. Thank you.